So it's finally here, Black Friday 2012. Been looking forward to this night all year. Love the great deals I get. And the first place I stopped at was Walmart. And the first thing I came across was these strange DVDs on cards. I don't know what the deal with that was. They were all 97 cents a piece. I did end up getting a few, but very strange. Just DVDs on cards, no actual packaging to protect them. Very, very strange. The reason why I decided to hit up Walmart first is because they were the first store to open. They opened at 8 o'clock tonight. I think Target opened at 9. Best Buy opened at midnight, so everything else opened later. Now, as you can see, my Walmart wasn't really on the ball. The little white spots there on each one of these displays is supposed to have the actual price of how much each sticker, because you can see the different color stickers, black stickers, yellow stickers, green stickers. Each one of those is its own price, and those little blank spots on the displays are supposed to tell you, for instance right there, how much a yellow stickered movie is. But none of them were marked, so I just basically had to grab everything I was interested in, take it to a price scanner, and I had to see how much each one was. I ended up writing them all down on my phone. I wrote down, green's this much, yellow's that much, red's that much, and so on and so forth. And then I went back over to the movies, and I'm looking through some more, and I was talking to my wife, mentioning, this movie's that much, this movie's this much. And all of a sudden, everybody started coming over to me and asking me how much everything was, because they saw that I had it all written down on my phone. Eventually, everybody kind of went away, and then they were showing me, telling other people that I knew, and I ended up having to tell everybody how much each movie was and how much each sticker was worth. And it was pretty ridiculous. I don't really know why my Walmart did that. They never done that before. I was also very excited that my Walmart actually decided to put their movies back in their deli section. That made things a lot easier. Last year they did not do that. Last year they had everybody waiting for TVs lined up in a hall down an aisle that all the DVDs were in. They just put all the DVDs in the aisle, lined everybody up down the aisle, and it made things very difficult. You had to look through people's carts and push you out of the way just to get to the movies. And it was ridiculous. This year they put it in the deli section. It was very open. As you can see, I'm not having to move around too many people. So, it was a little bit of a mess, though. Walmart actually just put some movies right on top of these displays, too, which was kind of weird. As you saw earlier, there were just some random boxes up there and stacks of movies. That wasn't from people. That was from Walmart themselves. But I got a lot of good deals here. A lot of great stuff on sale. I mean, some TV seasons right there I picked up. Definitely got a nice haul from my local Walmart. Ended up spending probably the most here, actually, than I did anywhere else. After that, headed over to Target. They opened up at 9 o'clock, so definitely had to hit this up. Unfortunately, though, Target didn't really offer too much. I mean, I did grab some movies here, but I wasn't all that impressed with Target this year. Not that they haven't really impressed me all that much in years past, but especially this year, I just wasn't all that impressed. Usually I get a whole bunch of different seasons. Target's usually good for seasons every year, but not so much this year. I only got a few. I also didn't like their setup. They put all these displays up really, really close to each other, right next to a bunch of clothes racks. Made it very, very difficult to look. As you can see, there's just people crowded around, and it really wasn't all that crowded here. It's not like there was a ton of people to get in the way. It was just the fact that they were displayed this way, and they were displayed so close together, and right up against the hall that people were trying to walk down right in the front of the store. Plus, right behind me, there's a whole bunch of clothes. It just made it very, very difficult to look through these, and I really wish they would have spaced them out more. It would have made things a lot easier. But no, Target did not do that. So, as you can see, nothing. I mean, there's definitely some good titles, just not for great prices. There's some seasons for $8. I definitely picked up Walking Dead, but a lot of the other stuff I already had. A lot of these were seasons that have been on sale years past, or even throughout the year. Seasons that are just on sale all the time. So nothing really all that spectacular. Some more seasons here, some Office, some Gossip Girl. I definitely had to pick up that season of The Office. Didn't have that one yet, so got some good titles I picked up, but just unfortunately, it just wasn't all that great of a haul. But I did end up hitting up the back of the store too, and they actually had some decent stuff towards the back. I would always recommend when you go to Target on Black Friday, look at their their displays, but then head back to the DVD Blu-ray section as well. They're going to have some stuff back there too. And they had some Blu-rays here, picked up things like Insidious, and I definitely had to get Faster. Definitely movies I wanted to check out. So a decent amount of $6 Blu-rays here, but nothing besides those two, nothing I didn't already have. Same thing with the DVDs. and the Blu-rays there. Nothing I didn't really need. Then they had these $1 titles, and these were great because a lot of these were titles that I had been looking at before. Target seems to get in these random like $3 titles throughout the year, and they had them all marked down for $1 this time, so I definitely had to pick those up. And here's the line, not too bad. From there, we headed out to Kmart, and this was really weird. There was this guy sitting there. I don't know if this guy was homeless or what, but how creepy is that? I was waiting for him to jump out and surprise us, but he never did. So, like I said, headed out to Kmart next because we still had about 2 hours to kill until Best Buy opened up. Unfortunately, Kmart was really, really disappointing. I was not expecting much here, though, because in their ad they had really nothing. Not really all that much worth coming out here. Just really the only reason I came out to Kmart at all was just because we had time to kill. Probably would have skipped Kmart altogether, but I am glad I came out here because I did find some good titles. Ended up picking up Bad Teacher. It was supposed to be on sale for, I think, like $2 or $3 at Walmart, but my Walmart did not have any in stock, so I picked it up from here instead. Paid a little bit more for it, but still got it for a really good price. These are just their normal $5 movies. These aren't anything special for Black Friday, just the same $5 movies you'll see anytime throughout the year. The next things I came across here were some Christmas movies that these were advertised in their ad, which was kind of funny because these have been out in stores for a few weeks now. In fact, they're still in stores for the same price. These aren't really on sale. This is just their normal price, the $2 price. But while I was in line, I did look through their dump bin, and I actually came across a few new titles I wanted to grab. So, just because to show you, you might be here for Black Friday, look through their sales, but hey, check out the regular DVDs they have too, because you might come across something you want. And definitely ended up getting a few titles out of here, so I'm glad I decided to just quickly look through. And the line here wasn't too bad. The line was actually pretty decent, moved pretty quickly. Really rude lady behind me who actually ended up getting another line because she thought my line was being too slow, and then we ended up checking out before she did, which I found really amusing. So from there we went home, relaxed a little bit, and then headed out to Best Buy. And as you can see, very, very long line. Not nearly as long as last year, though. This line might look long, but last year it was much longer. These lines wouldn't be so bad, but what they do is they let a little group of people in, maybe like 50 people in at a time, and they do these little like 10-minute increments of 50 people, so it just takes forever for the line to move. But on the plus side, once you get in, it's not too crowded. As you can see, it wasn't that bad in here, all things considered. Had that entire crowd come in, it probably would have been packed, and I guess that's why they do that. And I'm sure for probably fire safety reasons too. But definitely got some good titles from here as well. Got some seasons. A lot of seasons here my wife and I split, actually. A lot of stuff that she wanted, that I wanted, that we just decided to go in half on so we could sit down and watch them together. But yeah, definitely some decent stuff here. Like I said, more seasons there. Things like Family Guy. Unfortunately, they were out of Breaking Bad Season 4 at first. I was really disappointed. Thought I had missed out on that, but eventually I did get my hands on one. They did put some more out, so I lucked out there. I saw a guy restocking, and I just kind of stuck around, and I kept hoping that maybe he'd put more out, and eventually, after about 15 minutes of waiting, he did put some more out. There's some more Supernatural, good prices. A lot of this stuff also is at Target. I did pick up the Entourage there. Love Entourage. Definitely had to grab that. You see lots of Entourage there. Already had all the seasons except for the last one I definitely needed to grab. And some more Blu-rays. And some DVDs. Good prices, but unfortunately nothing I really needed to get, or I didn't already have, I should say. Definitely had to look through their dump in here. They had some decent titles in here for good prices. I did end up picking up the second Sherlock Holmes there. I already had it on DVD, but I decided, what the hell, I'd pick it up on Blu-ray, because I do have the first one on Blu-ray as well, and I like to have the entire series all in the same format. Journey 2 there, I already pre-ordered that one, actually, so would have picked it up, but like I said, I had pre-ordered it already. This was just disappointing here, all these $1.99 titles. Last year they had a lot of good stuff. They had a whole big bin of, I think they were like either $1 or $2 titles, and there's a lot of really good stuff in there last year, but this year was just pretty much junk. A lot of stuff that I either already had or just you see all the time. Nothing worth getting. So that was really it for my Black Friday. I headed out to, like I said, Walmart, Target, Kmart, Best Buy. Got a ton of great stuff. Definitely a good night. Spent a lot of money. Probably my biggest haul ever so far. as far as Black Fridays go. So let's take a look at everything I got and see how much I paid for it. Hey guys, Cinema Sickness here, and happy Black Friday! Now you may be wondering why I'm sitting here at a table doing things a little bit differently at a bit of a lower angle today. The reason being is because I have a huge haul to show you. As I mentioned yesterday, I'd probably be having a nice big haul to show you today, and I certainly do. Lots and lots of movies. I spent probably close to around $300. I think somewhere between $250, $300 is what I spent on movies this year alone, which is probably the most I've spent thus far out of all the Black Fridays from years past. Usually I spend maybe around $100, $200 every year, but this year obviously splurged a bit more, but I got some really, really good deals. So like I said, I'm sitting here at the table because you guys know I hate going down on the floor to show you movies. I just really hate doing that, so I'm going to set some movies up on the table and we're just going to quickly talk about it. I think it might work out a little bit easier if I do it this way and you can actually see me and not just my hands, because like I said, I really hate doing that. So, I did head out to Walmart, Target, Kmart, and Best Buy, and actually I ended up heading out to Dollar General a little bit later on after I had gotten some sleep, and unfortunately they didn't really have anything at Dollar General. I wasn't really holding my breath on that because their ad didn't look all that great. They just said they'd had some Blu-ray DVD combo packs, but there wasn't anything all that great in the ad, and I went out there, they didn't really have anything I wanted. They had things like Bad Teacher, which I ended up picking up on DVD, we'll get to that. Men in Black, which I already have, Open Season 3, Surf's Up, things like that. Movies that, you know, by all means for $6, a Blu-ray DVD combo pack probably would be a good deal. I'd recommend you guys heading out to your local Dollar Tree store if you're looking to pick up some of those titles, or you're actually really in the, you're looking to get some decent Blu-ray DVD combo packs for $6. Yeah, head out there, you might find some stuff you want. Unfortunately for me though, there wasn't anything in there that I needed to pick up, so I really went out there for nothing, but at least it was only 2 blocks away. But like I said, I did get a ton of stuff from Walmart, Target, Kmart, and Best Buy. I got some great deals there. So let's get down to it and take a look at everything I got this Black Friday. So the first store I stopped at today was at Walmart. They were actually the first store to open. They opened at 8 o'clock. I was there around 8:15, went right in, right to the movies. In years past, I've always hated Walmart. When it comes to Black Friday, I don't mind going to Target, Best Buy, you know, whatever other store, I don't mind. It's just Walmart has been the store that I dread going to, because there's usually always a ton of people in there. You have to fight your way through crowds. Just looking for movies is a pain. Last year, they really screwed up. Last year, they actually took all the movies, put them in one aisle, just one long aisle, and then took everybody waiting for TVs. I think like they had to like wait till like 4 o'clock in the morning or something to get like these TV deals they wanted to get. They lined all them up along the movies. So if you wanted to look in the movies, you were looking through people's carts and everybody had to move out of your way. It was a huge, huge mess. People were screaming and yelling because people didn't want to get out of line and people wanted to get to the movies. It was really difficult. A bunch of times I had to reach through people's carts and stuff just to get movies, and they would scream and yell. It was crazy. And like I said, usually the store is just really, really packed, so even moving through it's just impossible. But this year, surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. I guess maybe because they opened up so early at 8, maybe a lot of people decided to stay with their families for a little bit later on, and went out maybe late or something. I don't know. Just really wasn't that crowded. And this year they actually put their movies back in their like deli section, and that was really nice too, because it was really big, really open, a big, nice open floor. And there wasn't a ton of people back there, so it made it really easy to go back and find movies. And as you see, I picked up a lot. So let's get down right to it and see what I got. First, we'll talk about the 3 Blu-rays I picked up. First one here being Red Riding Hood, the alternative cut. Now, I do have Red Riding Hood on DVD already, but I definitely wanted to pick this up. Oh, and as far as prices go, I honestly don't really remember what I paid for everything. I think I paid around like $4 or $3 for this one. I do apologize. I kind of forget. There's so many titles I have to show you. I'm not going to remember every single price. But I did pay around, I think, like $3 or $4 for this one. And even though I had it on DVD, I had the theatrical cut on DVD, I figured, what the hell, for that price, for the $3 or $4 price range, I would pick this one up, because it is the alternative cut, and it does come with a theatrical cut as well. The movie was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, I just thought it was alright, but still wanted to get it on Blu-ray, and again, for the price, figured, what the hell, I'd grab it. Then I grabbed The Mummy Returns, once again for around $3 or $4. Now, what pisses me off is, in fact, I actually grabbed, I'll show you this too, I picked up The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor also. I got both of these, again, for around $3 or $4. And I was really excited to get these because I loved the Mummy movies, but unfortunately they did not have The Mummy, which really bugged me because I would have liked to have gotten that one as well. I mean, that's obviously my favorite out of them all. Would have liked to have gotten that movie as well on Blu-ray, but they didn't have any, and I guess I was just out of luck. So I had to pick up these two, and eventually, hopefully, someday I will come across The Mummy for cheap, and I'll end up picking it up and having all 3 movies on Blu-ray. But for now, definitely had to grab these 2 at least. So that's it for the Blu-rays I grabbed from Walmart. They didn't have a ton of Blu-rays that I was really all that interested in, or that I didn't already have. Now I did grab, as you see, a ton of DVDs here, and these first ones I'm going to show you, these first 5 here are really, really weird. They had this little stand when I first walked in. It wasn't even with the other DVDs. It was right there in the front when I walked in the doors. And I had no idea what these were at first. I almost walked right past them because I didn't even think they were DVDs until I took a closer look and realized they were. And these are just packaged really oddly. They come on these, you see that? They come on these cards, just a DVD on a card. Really, really odd. These were only, I know how much these were. These were 96 cents a piece. That's the only reason why I bought these, because I would not have paid anything. I mean, these titles aren't that great. And I wouldn't have paid anything much for these. If they were over $1, I wanted to grab them simply because this packaging is just crap. I mean, what's the point? Once you take the movie out of this, once you rip off the plastic and take the movie out, what do you do with your movie then? I mean, for me, obviously, I'm going to put it in a thin case to protect it, but your average viewer of these films, your average buyer, what are they going to do? Just throw it on the floor? I don't get it. There's no way of storing these. It doesn't come with any kind of storage. It makes no sense. But for me, for 96 cents, I figured, what the hell? I'd pick them up. They were pretty cheap, and they're kind of bland titles. But again, for $1, I figured, what the hell? First one I got here was Gardens of the Night. Really don't know much about it, but it does star Tom Arnold and John Malkovich, so that was always good. Figured I'd pick it up. Then I grabbed Brooklyn Rules. Once again, don't know, but it does say from the writer of The Sopranos, so that's pretty cool. And from the creators of Boardwalk Empire. Sounded interesting. Figured I'd pick it up and check it out. Then I got The Snows of Kilimanjaro, which stars Gregory Peck, and really Gregory Peck's what sold me on this one, so I figured I'd grab that one as well. The Challenger. This looked great. It's all about the Challenger disaster, and it does star Karen Allen, so that sounded good too. And I think I've actually seen this. I think they showed this to me when I was in like middle school or high school or something like that. So wanted to pick it up and check it out, possibly again. And the last title I got was The Last Time I Saw Paris, which stars Elizabeth Taylor, which, again, Elizabeth Taylor is what sold me on this one as well. So, again, these are really weird, these really odd packagings, just a DVD on a card. But, you know, for 96 cents, I figured, what the hell, I'll grab them. Then I picked up Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire. Love getting these animated Scooby-Doo movies. Always have to pick these up when I come across them. I think this one, see, I'm really trying to remember what the prices there were. Every color was a different price. I think this was maybe $2 or something like that, which was a great deal. Definitely had to grab it because I do love Scooby-Doo. And that was another thing about my Walmart. When you go into the Walmarts, and this is the way it is every year, they have displays, and on one display it's movies that are this much, next amount, and they're all color coded. Everything with a green barcode is so much, everything with yellow is so much, everything with the orange is so much. And on each display, it'll have a little square with the color, and then there's a space underneath where they write in with a marker how much they are. My Walmart did not bother to write in how much they were, so I ended up having to take all these movies, go up to a scanner, and scan how much each film was, just so I could get an idea of how much each color was. I ended up going on my iPhone and typing it into the notes, what each color was, and then I went back over to the movies, and a lot of people over there were kind of freaking out, going, how much are these? We have no idea. And I ended up being like a little guru to go to. I had it on my phone. I was telling people, you know, this color's that much, that color's that much, and I would go look at some movies, and somebody would come over and say, hey, that person told me you know how much these are. So I ended up I ended up telling everybody how much the movies were. Really stupid on Walmart's part. I'm sure a lot of stores didn't do that, but really stupid on my Walmart's store for doing that. The fact that I had to go to the price scanner just to see how much the movies were. But again, definitely had to pick up this Scooby-Doo title because I love the Scooby-Doo animated movies. Then I grabbed Tower Heist. I think this was $5, I think. Definitely a movie I wanted to see. It has a fantastic lineup. I mean, just everything like Casey Affleck, Matthew Broderick, Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy. I mean, just a great lineup. And I do hear Eddie Murphy's actually really good in this. And ever since I saw the trailers for this, it's something I've wanted to see. So for, I think around $5, I definitely had to grab that one. Then I picked up Unstoppable, which is another movie I wanted to see since I saw the trailers. That looked good too. I think this was, again, green, so I'm thinking around $2, which was a fantastic deal for this. And it's definitely something, like I said, I wanted to see. Ever since I saw the trailers, I love Denzel Washington. He's so great. Every time I see him in a movie, I end up loving it. So definitely had to grab that one. Then I got Kung Fu Panda Holiday. It's Kung Fu Panda. I enjoy Kung Fu Panda. Definitely had to pick it up. Definitely, well, I shouldn't say probably. I should say definitely would have rather had the Blu-ray, but I think I paid, what, again, like $5 for this, so I figured I'd grab it. Then I picked up Contraband, and this is a movie that I do remember seeing trailers for, but I really don't remember all that much about. But it does get good reviews. I remember when it came out, people were talking about it, and especially this Black Friday season, a lot of people were talking about picking this one up. So I'm assuming it's a good watch, and I look forward to checking that out. Then I grabbed Fast 5, also for, I think, $5. Now, I do have all the other Fast and the Furious movies, so obviously wanted to grab this one as well. I actually have seen this movie, and I did enjoy it. You know, I enjoyed some of the Fast and Furious movies more than others, but I did enjoy this one, so definitely wanted to grab it, and I look forward to sitting down and watching it again. Then I grabbed some seasons here, first one being Supernatural Season 5, Supernatural Season 6, and Supernatural Season 7. Now, I made a mistake. I forgot to pick up Supernatural Season 4. For some reason in my head, thought I had it. I guess in all the confusion of what was going on, I just, for whatever reason, passed up Season 4, just thinking I had it in my collection already. Got home only to find out that I did not have Season 4 yet. So I did actually order Season 4 offline. It was the same price. I believe these are around, I think these were $10, somewhere around there, like 9 something. So I did order it offline. It is being shipped to me as we speak, so I will be getting Season 4. Thankfully, like I said, it was the same price online, so I did get a hold of that. But I love this show. Supernatural is great. I've seen the first 3 seasons. Really did enjoy them, so definitely had to pick up the rest. Then I grabbed True Blood, the complete 2nd season. I've actually not seen a single episode of this yet. A few months ago, I had one of my viewers actually send me True Blood Season 1, the DVD set. And I'd heard good things about it. My one friend at work just rants and raves about this series. He talks about it all the time, says how much he loves it, how great it is. So it's something I've wanted to see, and ever since that viewer sent me that season set, I've been meaning to watch it, but I just haven't got around to it yet. But I definitely want to pick up Season 2, because hopefully, well, I shouldn't say hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'll end up enjoying Season 1, just because of all the great things I've heard about it. So I definitely want to pick up Season 2 to go along with my Season 1. Then I got Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz. I think I paid, again, around $5 for this one. Love Tom and Jerry. Love the movies. You know, again, some are hit or miss. But I definitely always pick these up. Just like the Scooby-Doo titles, I will always grab these. So definitely had to get this one. Then I got Jeff Who Lives at Home. This is one of those movies that kind of escaped me. I don't really remember this being in theaters. I really don't remember anything about it. It wasn't until it hit DVD that I went, oh, I kind of remember people talking about that movie. I had just forgotten this movie even existed. But it does look like something I'm going to want to check out. It gets pretty decent reviews online too, so for around $5, definitely had to grab this one. Then I got It's a SpongeBob Christmas. It's SpongeBob. It's Christmas. Why would I not pick this one up? I believe I paid around $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 for this one. I don't know. It doesn't have a sticker on it, oddly enough. But, again, I can't remember how much I actually paid for this one, but I definitely had to pick it up. I know I didn't pay more than $5 for it, but I definitely want to grab it because, again, I love SpongeBob and I love Christmas. Had to add it to the collection. Then I picked up The Thing, which is the prequel to The Thing. I did see this in theaters, and unfortunately, I didn't really enjoy it all that much because I just thought it kind of missed the point of the original movie. The original movie was super suspenseful. People trapped in this, you know, this desolate area in this building, being attacked by this creature. It was creepy and suspenseful, and it had some amazing practical special effects as well, obviously. But it was a great, great movie. The prequel just didn't do it for me. I was not a big fan. I mean, I guess I thought it was okay, but Really did not enjoy it all that much, especially comparing it to the original. It did not even come close to comparing. But I am a completist, so I definitely had to grab it. I believe I paid again around $5 for this one. Definitely had to add it to the collection. Next I picked up Killer Elite. Jason Statham, Clive Owen, Robert De Niro. Why would I not want to grab this one? I have not actually heard much about this. I remember when it was coming out, I remember seeing some trailers for it and maybe hearing a little bit about it, but haven't really read any reviews or seen any reviews on this movie, so is it good, is it bad? I have no idea, but the lineup is phenomenal, so I definitely want to pick this one up as well. And finally, the last title I got is one that I've actually heard some bad things about, but I kind of wanted to see it, and that is The Devil Inside. Like I said, I had heard some not very good things about this movie, a lot of negative reviews, but it is one that I was interested in seeing it, so I figured, what the hell, I'll pick it up, check it out. Hopefully, I'll enjoy it to at least some extent, but I definitely had to grab it. So after Walmart, headed out to Target, because they opened up next. They opened at 9 o'clock, and as you can see, I got some great titles there as well. And the first one I picked up was Insidious. Now, as you may remember, just a few days ago, I believe a day or two ago, I actually picked up this movie on DVD from Target as well. It was only $5, thought that seemed like a great deal. Well, this was only $6. So luckily enough, I did not open my DVD copy yet, so I will be returning that, and I definitely had to get it on Blu-ray instead, especially for only $1 more. It seemed worth it. I've heard pretty decent things about this movie, so I certainly look forward to checking that out. Then I grabbed Faster. It stars The Rock. I love The Rock. I'm not a wrestling fan at all. I don't love him for his wrestling, but I love him for his acting. I just think he's a great, great actor. Every time I see him in movies, I just love him, especially action movies. He just plays like such a great, badass character. I really wish he was in more movies. It just seems like all of a sudden he kind of went from being in all these great action movies to kind of dropping off a little bit. Like he's in great movies every now and then, but he just doesn't do as much as he was. And whether that's him or whether that's just Hollywood not hiring him, I don't know, but it's a shame, because he is phenomenal, so I cannot wait to check this one out. Then my wife actually bought this one, but it's a movie I wanted, so I stole it from her, and that was Friends with Benefits. I did actually want to see this movie. It looked interesting. You know, it seemed pretty funny. Mila Kunis there looks phenomenal on the cover art. I love that girl. So again, this is something I've definitely wanted to see, and like I said, got it for free because the wife actually ended up picking it up, and I just took it from her. Next, I picked up The Office, Season 7. Love this show. One of my favorite TV series. It's so extremely funny. Every episode is completely brilliant. Didn't have Season 7 yet, so I definitely had to pick it up. The wife actually split this one with me. I believe it was only around $10 or $8, something like that. So I ended up paying only $5 or $4 for this one, which is a great deal for me. And I can't wait to sit down and actually watch this. Then, of course, I had to pick up Walking Dead, the complete first season. I've only ever seen, I believe, the first 2 episodes of this series. I watched it on TV, on demand, and I enjoyed what I'd seen, and I'd wanted to watch more, never got around to actually watching anymore. So I definitely had to pick up this season set so I can finally sit down, start watching the show, because I know everybody rants and raves about how great it is. And like I said, from the first 2 episodes I saw, I did think it looked pretty good. So now they have this, I'm definitely going to sit down and finally start watching it. Then I grabbed Colombiana. Now this is a blind buy. I've heard a lot of people saying they really wanted to get this one this Black Friday. I really don't know much about this movie. I barely remember this being in the theaters. I don't remember anybody really talking about it when it was out. But like I said, this Black Friday season, a lot of people were saying they wanted to pick this one up, so I figured I would definitely grab it. This was only $4. It was actually $5, I believe, at Walmart. So I did actually pick it up from Walmart first, and now I'm going to return that copy because I found it for, whatever, $1 cheaper. Figured that sounded good. So definitely had to pick it up, and I look forward to checking it out. Then they actually had some $1 titles. And these are movies that Target does get in every now and then. They'll just randomly get in these titles that they'll sell for like $3 every, maybe like once or twice a year. And I don't know if they had overstock or they just got these titles in again, but a lot of these were the same titles. First one here was Trans-Siberian. Again, these were all $1. I really don't know much about this one. It's a complete blind buy. Does get pretty good reviews online though, but for $1, I figured I'd pick it up and check it out. Then I grabbed Monster. Now this here's a movie I've actually wanted to see for a while now. I've heard lots of things over the years about this movie. My wife actually talks about this movie a lot. She seems to really like it. So for $1, it was a steal, and I definitely had to grab this one. Then I got War Inc., another movie that it's one of those movies, like I said, that Target gets in every now and then for around $3. And I've always thought about grabbing it. I always see it and think, do I want to get War Inc.? And then I end up passing up on it. But for $1, Figured I'd finally grab it and check it out. And then I got Trespass. It stars Nicolas Cage. That's really all I needed to see. Figured I'd pick it up, see it. Again, for $1, what the hell, had to grab it. Then I grabbed The Ides of March. This one I believe was around $6. This is a blind buy, a movie I really know very little about, but I do remember getting pretty decent reviews. A couple of the people who were actually standing around looking at the movies with me at Target, I overheard them and saying how good of a movie this was. So I figured I'd pick it up and check it out. Then I grabbed Big Miracle. Now this, I don't think it's going to be anything spectacular, but it was a movie that it had me interested when I saw the trailers for it. I thought, you know, it looks like it might be a good, family-friendly, you know, feel-good movie, so I figured for $6, I'd pick it up and check it out. And the last title I picked up from Target was definitely one I've been dying to see, and that was J. Edgar. This I cannot wait to see. Obviously about J. Edgar Hoover, which sounds really interesting. Love Leonardo DiCaprio, and he plays a good, serious role, so I have no doubt this is going to be great. It gets really good reviews, so for $6, definitely going to pick it up, and I can't wait to see it. So after Target, I headed out to Kmart because I had some time to kill in between Target and going to Best Buy. Because Best Buy actually did not open up until midnight this year, so I had about 2 hours to kill in between there. Now, I wasn't expecting very much from Kmart. Their ad looked really bad, which it does every year. And in years past going out there, they really have nothing to offer. They're not really good for Black Friday deals on movies. It's never really a place to go shop, but had some time to kill, so I figured, what the hell, I'll head out there, see if they have anything good. I did end up getting 5 titles, although only one of them was actually a true Black Friday deal. The rest were all titles that I could have gotten at any time for the prices they were. And the first, or I say the only Black Friday deal I picked up was Bad Teacher on DVD. Now, this was being advertised at Walmart on DVD for only $2, but unfortunately my Walmart did not have any of these in stock. I didn't even see like a place where they would have been, so I just think my Walmart never got these in. So I wasn't able to get it there for $2. So I figured for $4, what the hell, I'd pick it up. It's definitely something I want to see. I've heard good things about this movie. So for $4, had to grab it. Now the next title I got here was technically advertised in their Black Friday ad, but it's not actually a Black Friday deal because my Kmart has had these in stock for at least 2 or 3 weeks now at this price, and they'll continue to have them in stock, I'm sure, until after Christmas. And that was How the Toys Saved Christmas. I really do not know much about this. I know it's sort of a Disney title. Looks to be animated by the same people who do Doug. I love Doug, so I kind of want to pick it up, check it out. It gets good reviews. And for like $3, I thought that seemed like a good deal. But like I said, even though it was advertised in their Black Friday ad, it's not really a Black Friday deal. That's the price it normally is. But I had to grab it just to check it out. The next 3 titles I grabbed were actually just in their regular $5 dump-in, not part of the Black Friday deal, but I was standing in line, so of course had to look through it. First one I picked up was Broadcast News, which I'm really excited to get a hold of, because this will actually be replacing my VHS copy. I haven't seen this movie yet, but I've heard really good things. This movie gets fantastic reviews. So for $5 and replace my VHS copy, certainly had to grab that. Then I got Elvira's Movie Macabre. This one comes with Night of the Living Dead and I Eat Your Skin. Love Elvira. I actually have not seen any of her, anything from her new series. Elvira's Movie Macabre was a show she did back, I believe, in the 80s, maybe into the 90s. Then she brought her show back, I believe, about a year or 2 ago. Haven't seen a single one of these episodes yet, so are they as good as the originals? I don't know, but still look forward to checking them out for $5. That was a good deal. And the last title I got here was a double feature set, which features Heartbreak Hotel and Indian Summer. Haven't seen Heartbreak Hotel. It's a blind buy. Know nothing about it. But it does get good reviews. Indian Summer, on the other hand, haven't seen that movie in years. I remember I used to watch that one all the time because I used to play it a lot on things like HBO when I was a kid. So I've seen this movie a lot, but it's been many, many years since I've seen it. So for $5, had to pick up the double feature set. Now on to the Best Buy haul. It was the last store I stopped at during the actual Black Friday night. Like I said, they opened at midnight. The store was actually not too bad. It wasn't too crowded inside. Got around pretty easily. Found everything I was looking for. The only problem was waiting in line because, unfortunately, Best Buy is one of those stores that only lets, they let, like, I don't know, 50 people in, stop, wait for some people to leave, let another 50 people in, stop, wait for some people to leave. So the line every like 10 or 15 minutes would move a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I was probably in line for 45 minutes, which was ridiculous. Especially for I don't know. I mean, I know there's no way of regulating it, but it just, it you know, it kind of bugs me that I'm going in there to buy some movies, and I'm waiting in this giant line for people who are going in to buy, you know, TVs and you know, laptops and stuff like that. I just want to go in and buy some movies. But there were some really good deals, so I had to wait in the line, unfortunately. But like I said, got a lot of good stuff, and I found everything I was looking for, so that's great. First title I picked up here was The Hunger Games, this year being the 2-disc Blu-ray plus digital copy release. I actually ended up paying only like $4.50 for this or something like that. I believe this was only $9. The wife split with me because she really wants to see this one. She said, I will definitely split it with you if you pick it up because I really want to see it. So paying only $4.50 for this, personally, was a great, great deal. I have seen the movie. I really did enjoy it, and I look forward to watching it again. Then I grabbed The Campaign. Also, I believe this was listed at $9. This is another title the wife really wanted to see. So she was nice enough to split with me. Got this for, again, only $4.50, which was another amazing deal. This, I really think, looks funny. I remember seeing the ads for this, thinking it looks really, really good. And I've heard good things about it, so I can't wait to check that one out. Then I picked up Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Now, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to get this or not, because I do already have this movie on DVD. And compared to the first one, I didn't like this one nearly as much. I love the first Sherlock Holmes movie. Thought it was great. I've seen it a dozen times. It's a really good movie. I really, really enjoy it. The sequel I just thought was not nearly as strong. It just didn't hold up to the first one for me. I just thought it was kind of a weak sequel. Just used too many jokes in the first movie. Just seemed like it was trying too hard to be the first movie and just failing miserably at it. So I wasn't quite sure if I even really wanted to get it on Blu-ray. But I believe this was, I think, $3 or $4. And since I do have the first one on Blu-ray, I figured, what the hell, I'll just pick it up. So I have both movies on Blu-ray. And for $3 or $4, it was a pretty good deal. Now this Blu-ray here, this was great. I picked this up, I believe, for, it was like $16, $17. Very excited to get this. And this is actually a double feature set. Comes with Life and Frozen Planet, both on Blu-ray. That is great. For under 20 bucks, this is a steal. I believe this is actually normally listed at $20. Yeah, it's actually listed at $19.99 normally. Even that alone is a really good deal on this. But for getting it a little bit under that, was amazing. I love all the Planet Earths, you know, Frozen Planet, Life, Blue Planet. Love all those series. They're extremely interesting, really well done, very, very fun to watch, and they look fantastic in high definition. So definitely had to pick this set up. That was a great, great deal. Then I picked up Cabin in the Woods. Grabbed this one for $6. This is actually, I don't believe, part of their Black Friday deal, because I believe this was $6 the other day when I went in. But it is a movie I wanted to see. I was almost going to pick it up the other day when I was in there, but I thought maybe I'd find it on Black Friday for cheaper, possibly on Blu-ray. I didn't, so I figured for $6, that was a good enough deal. This is actually the DVD digital copy and Ultraviolet combo pack. I've heard really good things about this movie. See, that's what gets me. That's what makes me really interested in seeing this. The fact that I've actually heard really good things about this film, but just from what I've heard about it, I thought it doesn't really sound that good. It sounds very mediocre. I hear the synopsis, I hear people talk about this movie, and I just think, it sounds like it's going to be alright. It doesn't sound like it's going to be all that good, but since I've heard so many good things about it, and I just don't think it sounds like it's going to be all that great, I really look forward to checking this out. I want to see what all the buzz is about, see if it's actually a good movie. So for $6, I had to pick it up. Then on to some seasons. And the first season I got here, actually, I had a hard time finding. I went into the store, they were completely sold out. I was kind of bummed because this is one of the titles I really came into the store for. And that was Breaking Bad, the complete 4th season. Luckily enough, while I was in there shopping around, some guy came out, started to restock the stands. And this is one of the titles he restocked. So I definitely had to pick it up. I believe this was $10. That was a great deal. I do have the first 3 seasons of this on DVD. Actually, I had the first 2 on Blu-ray and the 3rd on DVD. So I really, really, really wanted to get the 4th as well. Now, this is another show I've only seen a couple episodes of. I watched maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes on demand. I loved it. I loved what I saw. I was getting really into it. It was great. Loved those episodes. So I definitely wanted to pick up the seasons, and once I started getting them, I really meant to sit down and watch them. I just haven't got around to it yet. Watching seasons for me, especially for shows like this that I can't really be watching at work because they're a little too little too violent, a little too cursing. You know, I mean, there's a lot going on these shows, and I just can't really be watching them at work. So it's hard for me to sit down and get time to watch TV series while I'm at home. I got these videos to make. I have my normal life to run. I have movies to watch. So to make time for for seasons is a little bit more difficult, so I just have not got around to watching any of the seasons of this yet. But like I said, the first few episodes I saw were amazing, so now they have the first 4 seasons. I gotta sit down and watch these. Then I picked up American Dad Volume 5 and Volume 6. Very excited to get a hold of these. As you guys may remember, from a few weeks ago, I did pick up Volume 9. I mentioned I had Volumes 1 through 4 and then 7 through 9. It was really bugging me that I did not have 5 and 6 yet, so I really want to get a hold of these. These are, I believe, around $8 or $9. The wife split these with me as well because they're also something she really wants to see. So I definitely had to get these. Very happy to now have the entire Family Guy collection, at least what's been released thus far, so very excited about picking those up. And the last title I grabbed from Best Buy was Entourage, the complete 8th season, which, once again, the wife split with me. I believe this was also around $10, I think that's what it was. So I got this for around $5. That was a great, great deal. Love this show. It's fantastic. I do own all the other seasons on DVD. This is the last one I need to pick up. So very, very happy to get this, and I can't wait to sit down and check it out. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today